We need them for economic security. Well, we need Greenland for national security purposes. And it would also be much better for national security.
Those of you old enough to remember, is this the same mantra from past presidents? We need to do this for national security, economic security. Let's get it. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome once again to another edition of the CMC Show, Candid Melanin Conversations. I'm your host, Anthony Stewart, and as you can tell, we're talking about your boy, Donald again. I'm just wondering, though, was this a part of the Republican Party platform, going into other countries or taking things back or just taking things, period, from a country? Renaming the Gulf of Mexico. I mean, what kind of shit is this? But yeah, those of you that voted for it, I hope you're all going, hooray, hooray. Let's just abandon bring the prices down of whatever. And let's just go into these countries and see what we can take. Because we can. Does it sound Putin-y? More like Mr. Putin? What he's doing over there in Ukraine? Does it? All right, let's listen to the entire thing.
Thank you very much. It's an honor to be with you. Many things are happening that are exciting.
Can you assure the world that as you try to get control of these areas, you are not going to use military or economic coercion?
No.
What is the strategy?
Yeah. I can't assure you, you're talking about Panama and Greenland. No, I can't assure you on either of those two. But I can say this, we need them for economic security. It might be that you'll have to do something. Look, the Panama Canal is vital to our country. It's being operated by China. China. And we gave the Panama Canal to Panama. We didn't give it to China. And they've abused it. They've abused that gift. It should have never been made, by the way. Giving the Panama Canal is why Jimmy Carter lost the election, in my opinion.
Your position is clear, but have you directed your staff to take specific actions to drop plans? And can you elaborate again? You didn't rule out military coercion.
Well, we need Greenland for national security purposes. I've been told that for a long time, long before I even ran. I mean, people have been talking about it for a long time.
Are you also considering military force to annex and acquire Canada?
No, economic force, because Canada and the United States, that would really be something. You get rid of that artificially drawn line, and you take a look at what that looks like, and it would also be much better for national security. Don't forget, we basically protect Canada. We're going to be changing, sort of the opposite of Biden, where he's closing everything up, essentially getting rid of $50 to $60 trillion worth of assets. We're going to be changing the name of the Gulf of Mexico to the Gulf of America, which has a beautiful ring that covers a lot of territory. The Gulf of America, what a beautiful name. Before it started, I can tell you that. A deal could have been made just by an average deal maker. Deal could have been made on that. And Mexico has to stop allowing millions of people to pour into our country. They can stop them. And we're going to put very serious tariffs on Mexico and Canada, because Canada, they come through Canada too. And the drugs that are coming through are at record numbers.
China. Let's see if we can scare people with China. And so we can send our boys and girls or men and women over into combat and see if we can take something. Don't worry about any Americans being killed. But let's just go over and take it. It's all about money. It's all about money. You know what? Let's check out what the leaders of these countries had to say about this.
Just as a matter of principle, for us it is clear the sovereignty of states has to be respected.
You are asking me if I think the United States will invade Greenland. The answer is no. Have we entered an era that sees the return of the survival of the fittest? The answer is yes. And so, should we let ourselves be intimidated? Should we let worry take over? Of course not.
Greenland is not mega. Greenland is not going to be mega.
La soberanía de nuestro canal no es negociable. Las únicas manos que controlan el canal son panameñas y así seguirá siendo.
Obviously, the name Gulf of Mexico is recognized by the United Nations, by a United Nations agency. Why don't we call it Mexican America? It sounds nice, right?
This is going to be something, watching him in his term, what is considered to be his last term. And I think he's going to try to extend that against the Constitution, but we'll see. All of his sympathizers and supporters and yes men will say, oh, this is the way he negotiates. He has to put everything on the table. Is that right? Okay. All right. Till the next time, y'all. Peace.